Students from across the world, the nation, and the state come to St. Cloud State University to pursue their dreams and aspirations, but not many can say they go to the college in the same town they grew up. Blake Theisen is one of the few that know what that's all about.
Well, it's St. Cloud. I mean, it's a pretty uneventful city, but I grew up here, went to Madison Elementary, shout out Mustangs, went to North Junior High, became a Bulldog, went to Apollo High School, became an Eagle. I don't really know how a Bulldog becomes an Eagle, but, I guess it works.
Here inside of Stewart Hall, Blake is hard at work preparing himself for his career in broadcast journalism. Before Blake was a Husky, he spent some time up at Bemidji State.
It was cold. I like cold weather, so I was like, oh, I'll try it out. A couple of my friends were going there too, people that I knew, so it wouldn't be a total culture change and shock change for me, but at the same time, it was something different. Get out of town. Missed home a little bit, which is weird because this town is boring and there's nothing at all to do in it, but fantastic mass communications program is partially what wound me up back here after I found out Bemidji State's newly renovated facilities were still pretty terrible.
With limited experience, Blake got involved almost immediately with the student-run radio and television stations here on campus.
Well, when I came here, I wasn't entirely sure if I wanted to do TV, radio, what type of media I wanted to be in. I just knew media was kind of where I wanted to be. From UTVS to KVSC to the Chronicle, everything, they're all very well run, almost professional organizations. So yeah, I think it's a great place to just get involved in a very professional place, but at the same time, it's a learning experience and you will get chance after chance to try new things and to figure out like I said, for me, I didn't know until kind of last year what type of media I wanted to be in, but I knew I wanted to do journalism of some sort.
Blake's hard work didn't go unnoticed. This spring, he was named the news director for KVSC.
Blake works in our news department. He does a great job. He's immersed himself into this role. You could tell that this wasn't the role he initially wanted. He wanted to be more in the sports department, but as they say, you have to pee with the puppies before you poop with the dogs, and I believe that's what he's doing right now, and he's doing a pretty good job.
I applied for a sports job just because it's kind of where I hope to end up being, but when Jim Gray gave me a call and asked if I wanted to be the news director, I took that as, it wasn't what I initially had wanted or whatever, but still to have somebody put that type of faith in me and trust me with the little experience that I did have down here was kind of special, and it's nice to know how to do other things other than sports or doing some of the shows I do with UTVS, like Crunch Time and stuff like that. That's part of the reason I did some weekend review stuff last year, learning how to be in that news environment and the difference between that and a sports news environment. I think it's helped me a lot, and I think it'll help me a lot going forward in my future.
Blake has had a lot of help from his fellow students and faculty at St. Cloud State.
Lindsay and Sam helped me out a ton down here in my first couple weeks. Spencer Schott, who graduated the last couple weeks of school last year, I was down here and he was showing me how to do some things, and it was kind of a crash course.
But Blake is not the only one making sacrifices. His busy schedule impacts his loved ones as well.
So, it's kind of hard because there are times where I feel selfish, and it's well, why can't you just hang out with me? That's kind of something on me that I need to change, because I feel like sometimes my stress of that will go on to him, and he'll take that on, and then he's more stressed for the things he has to do.
I don't think she likes how much time it takes out of my time, just because I think she gets a little jealous, I guess, if you will, but. No, and all in all, she's been really supportive of me, and she's excited to see where I'll end up.
Along his journey, Blake's passion for journalism has grown immensely.
I think kind of the self-gratification that you get from it, breaking something big, the dream of, getting that opportunity to be the first one to report on something big that happens is, everybody's in a way kind of crediting you. You're the first one that kind of let that loose, and I think that's something that I kind of aspire to get to do.
Sometimes the beginning of your journey is right in your hometown.